Coming back with the Urban Box. Today's topic I'm going to talk to you about is my why. Everybody has to have a why. Why do we do this? Why do we do that? Everything has to have a why. Or better yet, what is our purpose, our goal? You know, a lot of people don't know what their purpose in life is. You know, God has set everyone down here with the purpose of some sort to expand the kingdom. And that's the beauty of today's topic, is my why. Years ago, me and my dad, when I was younger, we started out in a small community. And in that community, there was very far few things to do for the youngsters in that community, except for drugs, running around, kids that had no dads, or their parents were in a state of the world of having to hustle and bust, working all the time, neglecting a lot of the things of the kids. So my dad, who's a forerunner, and a front man for this community, he was the first black police chief in my town. And coming up, I grew up in an all-white neighborhood, aged 3 to 18, and a lot of my black friends were off in the hood, 5 miles away. So the way that we got to do exposure and get out and help, other than him being out in the community doing service work as a police officer, we started things like the skating rink. We turned the old theater to a skating rink. We did a lot of things. We built a park out there where I'm from. And it was really big. Sports is a really big thing. It was really important. Sports deals with a lot of importance also as far as building up integrity, understanding how to, when you get knocked down, get back up. You know, life comes at you in all different types of forms. You gotta have the intestinal fortitude, the fight, the willpower to keep going, to pick yourself up and keep going on, and understand things in life in this world is going to happen. Okay. So with that, my dad, I helped him build the baseball parks, the skating rings. We did a lot of outreach in the community. You know, we would go to these neighborhoods where we taught underprivileged kids. You know, we would pick them up, take them to all the practices. And a lot of these kids, you know, they wasn't able to afford the insurance or the pads for football. You know, a lot of different things like that. And my dad was usually there. He was the dad to practically the entire community. They called my dad, everybody called my dad their dad. And sadly to say, though, you know, during those times I would almost grew a resentment because sometimes I would feel like he would give a lot of attention to the other kids and I would be feeling left out. So over the years, you know, it wasn't that I resented the kids or anything. I even resented my dad. I was just young and you know, didn't quite understand what the calling was. And now that I've grown into this calling that I'm in now, over the years, I've realized that too is my calling. Because I can remember back when I had my kids and their parents and some of their friends didn't have their dads around. And, you know, that's a big thing now that I'm coming to see with the world is that, you know, we got to have a positive male role model out here to influence a lot of these kids and a lot of people in the community because, you know, if we don't have that positive male role model, then a lot of different things can go on and not for the good. But with that positive role model that sets in place what a real man should look like, what a man should do. You know, honesty and integrity is two of the biggest things that was growing up in my house. No lying, you know, if it wasn't for that, you know, there was no cussing or swearing. Nobody did any drugs. My parents never did no drugs or alcohol. So, I mean, a lot of people say they were strict, but, you know, one of the funny things about it all is that they say the preachers and the cops kids are usually the worst kids. Well, in my case, that was partially true. It was partly true. You know, I lived a pretty good life, pretty adventurous life, and, you know, I just want to be able to get on here and share my experience. But what I'm working toward is the Joe Bell Trust Foundation. It allows small communities where it gives children with no chance, nothing to do, we bring in opportunity. We build facilities, we do rec centers. What I'm working on now, even in my time in Florida, you know, they offered me a $2.5 million grant to revitalize the community. And what I wanted to do, similar all over the world, is bring education to the kids, you know, educate themselves about their community and the things that go on. Educate the young adults, teaching them life skills, leadership skills, things that help grow the community in a more positive way. this is just some of the things that the Joe Bell Trust Foundation will do. And, hopefully this gets out to everybody through the Urban Box and, let you know why I'm doing what I do. Of course, it's all about God. Everything's God-led. The Joe Bell Trust Foundation came to me to God and has been planted as a seed inside of me for a very long time. And hopefully we can grow this seed together. Thanks for watching. Have a good day.